That's a big one. Well, let's go to Mike in Ormond Beach. Mike, how are you?
Hello?
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Basil, I'm doing good. I got a question regarding Facebook. I got short around 147.50, and I thought we would get a little bit lower before we may make some kind of a minimal support, and then I thought we would do some kind of a bounce and go lower. But what's your assessment of it?
So one of the things that I'm looking at, I didn't get to Facebook just a moment ago when I was doing the FANG stocks. So Facebook's trading right now at 141.46, down 350. So you got short on Friday?
I forget which day it was. It was either Thursday or Friday. It was around, it was a little low. It was just a little over 147.
Okay, all right, very good. So now it's trading at 141.40. There's a pattern that you know I always talk about. It's called the lowercase h. It means you come down sharply on the left side, and that's the back of like the H or a chair, and then you got the arch for a seat, or in this case the lowercase h pattern. So it goes straight from the doji candle at about 160, around about the 15th, 16th of the month, comes straight down and goes to a low of 139.03 on the 29th of October, and then has a whopping rally in percentage terms to 156.40 on the 31st, and then it starts this H pattern by coming down with lower lows and lower highs. In the chart wave, there's a G/C on the left side, the 29th of October. This pattern, if it starts to fail, invariably sees a D. So my thinking here is that you should see a lower low. It should go below 139.03, and then you've got 137.62 is the 200 period weekly moving average support. The way Facebook is looking right now, there's just a really good chance that it's going to go those 4 points lower to test that, even if there's a little bit of a bounce today. So here's what I'm thinking in terms, do you have a position where you could scale a little bit, or you're either in or you're out?
Well, I don't have a whole lot of shares with it right now.
Okay.
But I mean, I could do whatever. But like I said, I thought maybe we get down to like around maybe like 140 to 139.
Okay, so we're in the same ballpark. And what I'm thinking here is,
then bounce, yeah.
And then, well, the reason why I said if you've got scaling enough to scale is that if Facebook, maybe it bounces a little bit today, maybe to 142.30, and then maybe tomorrow it comes back down a little bit. We don't know. But what I am looking at is, my thinking was that if there were three positions, one is to take something off right now, because this is a really quick and good move that you picked up in a very short period of time, probably a little quicker than you thought. So that's why normally what I would do is scale one position out. I'd keep one position in with a stop a little higher than this, and then one position I would want so that if it keeps pulling back and it goes even close to the left side low of 139.03, that position I would lower the stop in proportion to the move down. And if it goes underneath, you know my rule, the rule is in the left side test of an H pattern, you have 1 to 2 sessions in which to get back above the left side low. If it doesn't make that low and it gives a bounce, it can go all the way to a moving average of importance or an arch peak of importance. But if it goes below and then closes above, you're only going to go one level higher. And if it goes underneath and then closes underneath decisively for 2 sessions, there's just a real good chance that any rally is going to fail and you're going to go lower than that. That would be the way you can cover the 3 positions. Yes, to make it easier, because if you say you haven't got enough to do the 3, then I would say to you, at 141.25, if there is a little bit of a bounce, it could quite easily go to even 142.80, 143.10. So for those 2 points of risk, I would probably say to you, why not take just a little bit off right now, and then you can have a little bit wider of a stop. Everything about this chart is suggesting that over the period of the next 2 or 3 weeks, not only will it go to 137, I would not be surprised if Facebook if Facebook goes below that and then has a pretty good bounce later on, and even that bounce has like 147 to 152 as resistance. So this says to me, this is a real tough thing. It's a bad pattern, and I think it's going to go lower. So maybe scale a little bit out now, and then lower a stop, and let's see if we can get to the 140.